I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. So today we're going to do another Disney related video. I got the mouse ears on. I'm Minnie up. So we're going to talk about my top 10 favorite rides in Disney World Orlando. Now, I'm also going to discuss two rides right now that are totally worth mentioning that I love but didn't quite make my list. And that is the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Now, I love that ride. And but every time I go on it, right afterwards, I have such a bad headache, I have to go back to the hotel and take a nap, because I used to be able to just drink a Coke and I would be fine, but I can't really do that anymore. So now it's like, I gotta go to the hotel and take a nap. It's nappy time. Because it takes a lot out of me, because I'm all excited about it. I'm still scared, but I'm all excited about it. And then every time I get on it and the ride starts, I'm like, this was a mistake. Every single time, I'm like, this is a mistake. But then once I get off of it, I have the headache, but I'm like, it was so fun, but I have such a headache now, And the next one is the Mad Tea Party. I love that ride. I do love it, but that's another one where I get woozy on that. I'm like, whatever, but my son loves that ride. Marshall loves it. I have the cutest picture of him. If I can find it, I'll show y'all, if not in this video, in another Disney related video. He just looks so excited in it. I love it. But he's so cute. He loves that ride so much. But I go on it to be a good sport, because I know how ill I'm gonna feel afterwards. So, okay, so now with my list, we're gonna start. So number 10 is the Kilimanjaro Safaris. I love that ride, that attraction. It's it's like a safari ride, and you get to see animals, and get to see them pretty good. You get some good photographs of them, and sometimes it seems like I just didn't get the right side of the car, but you can see animals on either side. And it's the way they house the animals. I think they do a beautiful job. And that's my opinion. That's how I feel. And, I also respect their conservation efforts. And 9, the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I love that ride. It's so cute. I love Tigger. I love Eeyore. I really do love Winnie the Pooh. It doesn't come up a lot in my day-to-day, but not as much as Alice in Wonderland, but I do love Winnie the Pooh. So number 8 is Peter Pan's Flight. That is the sweetest ride. I remember being a little girl I remember going on it the first time, and it was so fantastical to me to see Wendy in the room with the boys, and then you fly up over London and then over the pirates, and it's just such a cool experience. I love that ride. I love it. And the wait time to get on it now is so outrageous, but fast pass it. I know you have to pay now for that, and it's called something else, but it's a fast pass you pay for. Number 7 is Star Tours at Disney Studios. I love that ride. They always do a great job on all their theming, and I'm a sucker for theming, and I love Star Tours. I haven't been to Galaxy's Edge yet, but Star Tours was one of my favorite rides. And we went when Star Tours first opened, like when they had a little Star Wars section, and I got my picture taken with Chewbacca, and my mom took the picture, so it's terrible. But yeah, I made Chewbacca mad because I said, I wish it was Han. And he was like, whatever. He didn't say that because he was Space Ape. Okay. And number 6, Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. Now, that area used to be a ride called If I Had Wings, or If You Had Wings, or something like that. And I love that ride, but Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin is a lot more fun. It's cute, it's colorful, it's bright, it's interactive. I love Buzz Lightyear. And the line for that ride moves really fast. I always notice, no matter how long the ride is, you're not going to wait, like the line is, you're not going to wait too long, because it consistently moves. Like, it'll stop every once in a while, but it consistently moves for the most part. At least it did. I know crowds at Disney World have gotten a lot more crazy, and they were crazy back then. So number 5 is Kali River Rapids. I love that ride. I like water rides. Water rides in Florida are essential, because it does get very hot here, even in November. And, but the last time we went, it's usually closed. Every time we go there, it's closed. But the last time we went, it was open. So we went on, and Marshall and his friend and Eric didn't get that wet. And I was soaked from head to toe. So, and before, like when my mom was alive and we would go places like that and she'd go on the Rapids ride, she would always be the one that got soaked. So I guess now it's been passed down to me. Next is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I love that ride, and I like to ride it twice. At least twice. I like to ride it during the day and in the evening, especially around fireworks time, because I'm not one of those that has to line up for the fireworks. I don't care. I don't have to watch the fireworks. You can see them from anywhere. But when the fireworks start and you're on that ride, it's so fun. It's so beautiful. It's a great ride. It's really fun. It is a roller coaster. It's a little more intense than Mine Train, if you ask me. But it's, again, the theming is really great. Like when you're walking through it, you don't get bored because there's so much to look at. And that's how it is with all these rides. There's always stuff to look at while you're waiting in line. Okay, next is Pirates of the Caribbean. I love that ride. I keep saying that. I love that ride. I love that ride. Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, it's a classic. And it's really a fun ride. I always tighten up right before the drop, even though it's not a very big drop. They don't even give you a seatbelt, but I always like, you know. But I love that ride, and I love the smell of it. It's like gross, but there's a particular smell associated with Pirates of the Caribbean. And it's a small world too, but I avoid It's a Small World. I hate that ride. But yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean is number 3. And number 2, another water ride, Splash Mountain. I absolutely adore the theme in Splash Mountain. It's so good. And I'm looking forward to the change is it the Princess and the Frog? The Tiana. I think the theming will still be beautiful. It'll be the same ride. It'll just be different theming. And I don't know where they are in that process. I haven't heard anyone mention it. And I watch all the Disney vlogs and stuff. So I'll have to look into that and see where they are with that. But that was always just, Splash Mountain's always been a really fun ride. I love it. And my number 1 ride, if you've been around for a long time, it shouldn't be hard for you to guess what it is the Haunted Mansion. I love that ride so much. It's my number 1 favorite ride. If I go to Disney World and can't get on any other ride, I'm getting on the Haunted Mansion. I can't wait to go to Disneyland in California. So at Christmas, or is it Halloween? I think it's Christmas time when they change to all the Nightmare Before Christmas. If they still do that, I'd like to see that. But this is a really fun ride. It's basic. It's not fast. It's not, well, I mean, it's spooky maybe for a little kid, but because it's really dark, but it's so neat. Again, the theming is amazing. I love how they costume the employees that work at all these rides. They're like appropriately dressed for the occasion, and I'm there for it. I love it. And they've added a lot more to the Haunted Mansion queue than when I was little, which again, it's great because you don't get bored. There's plenty to look at. There's plenty to take pictures of. You know, read the tombstones. They're funny. Just it's a really fun ride. They do such a good job with these rides there. Now, the last time we went, customer service was a little off, which is odd for Disney World. Very odd. But for the most part, they were still on point. It was just weird. Like when we walked up to the Little Mermaid ride, we were going to get on it. There were 2 employees standing right in front of the entry to the queue. So I'm like, and they were talking, so I was like, maybe it's closed, because we couldn't see a line. So I'd walk up and they just both look at me, and I'm like, is this right open? They're like, yeah. They said they were, yeah. Like, oh, well, I didn't know because y'all are standing right here at the entrance. And they went, oh, sorry. And it was just weird. And then when I went to get a Mickey bar at the hotel on our first night there, I walk in and there's like about 10 employees standing there. It looks like they're having a staff meeting or something. And all of them just stop and look at the 4 of us. And I'm like, are y'all open? And the 3, Eric, Marshall, and his friend all started laughing at that because they were like, it was so weird. It was weird. Marshall said they were looking at us like we were a rival gang walking up on their turf. And it was, I don't know, it was weird. There was a lot of weird stuff. That was a weird trip. There was a lot of weird stuff going on. It was weird, but it was still fun. It was memorable, that's for sure. But maybe one day I'll talk about that trip. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.